Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Ninja Gaming. Here on Team Ninja Gaming, we believe in a future where the vast majority of people can put a face and a name to the products they buy, feel an emotional connection to the things that they own, and realize the amazing impact they have on lives around the world. Today I have with me Herman,
Herman.
correct? Herman?
Exactly.
Herman Cruz, and
Hi.
he is the creator of Duel on Board, a couch co-op multiplayer, online multiplayer too, I presume, right? Is it going to be online?
Not online.
No online?
Just
Okay.
just local. Yeah.
Just local. All right. And it's super awesome. Lots of fun. It looks like says pirate duels, duking it out for some ale, shooting
Yeah,
people
for the
overboard. Yeah, for the beer. Good stuff. So, what is it? Herman, tell me. Tell me your life story. I want to know about you, where you've grown up and everything. You're from Peru, right? You live
Yeah.
in Peru?
Yeah. I'm from Peru, from Lima, the capital.
Oh, very cool.
And here in Peru, there is a, mm, like a big, like strong, land cafe. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, Sort of thing. There are a lot of land cafes
Mm-hmm.
here. So back in the early 2000s, it was pretty expensive to afford a computer. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, a lot of my friends, and including me, we were to this. We went to these land cafes, you
Yeah.
know, and and then we discovered, a lot of games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Half-Life, for example,
Mm-hmm.
Age of Empires 2, StarCraft,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of games. And the first game that I ever, fell in love with was Age of Empires 2. That is like my favorite game of all time.
Say Szechuan Fighters?
Excuse me?
What's it called again?
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires. There it
Yeah,
is. I was
Age of
like,
Empires.
Szechuan Fighters. What is wrong with me? Age of Empires, though. Good game. Yeah, absolutely. With all the editor options for the maps and then the excellent, yeah, cross,
Campaigns, yeah.
yeah, land you can duke it out with each other. All,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
So that game is like pretty. It's a big deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, that's like the first game that I don't know. I have maybe played over, I don't know, 2,000 hours of Age of Empires 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because when you are a kid, like after you do your homework, there is nothing else you can do except but play, right? So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, I kind of decided to make games a little bit, you know, mm, late. I was planning to become, I study another career. Um, but then a couple of things happened that I'm going to tell you about it that change this direction.
Yeah.
Um, but the second game, that it's really important for me is Half-Life.
Okay.
Yeah, especially the multiplayer side. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, Half-Life, Crossfire, and 8 players. It's a. Have you played Half-Life?
So I haven't actually gotten the chance to yet. It's on my
Oh,
to
did
do list. Yeah, I do want to play at some point. I still have not. And anybody in the chat will probably be screaming, what is wrong with you? You know, of
Yeah,
all the things in the world, you
it's a
haven't played
classic.
Half Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but the thing with Half-Life is that the campaign has a really 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 long intro.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Right.
has not even a walking simulator. Like you're just inside a train, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's just that for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And for a kid that doesn't speak English, that doesn't understand anything, that was like not only boring, but I just thought that that was sort of like the credits for the game or something like that. I didn't know that there was a game behind that or after that. So I never really played the campaign after, like when I was like really old, or
Mm-hmm.
at least older. um, but yeah, multiplayer Half Life, it was really really a big deal for me.
Right.
Um, but maybe this may sound a little bit silly, but when you're a kid, you play the games, but maybe you're not fully aware that that this may sound super silly, but that games can be made.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you
I
don't
mean,
have that insight.
you're a kid. You know,
Yeah,
you're playing an amazing creation, and
exactly.
I mean, how could you possibly imagine somebody putting their hands to work and making something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
bringing it to life? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like it wasn't an option that
Mm-hmm.
I was aware of. Like I could do this
Mm-hmm.
until the third game came
Mm-hmm.
along, and it was a really simple game that was called Juego Tonto, which basically means silly game.
Okay.
It's a game that my sister programmed because I am the youngest
Mm-hmm.
from the, the kids, from the children, and my sister was studying
Mm-hmm.
engineering,
Engineering. Yeah.
and yeah, and she programmed this little game that it was basically guess guess a number.
Mm-hmm.
You have to guess a number, and you have three chances, and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing that my sister did that, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Uh, I, sort of like it opened a whole new world of possibility. Like I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense, but like that really changed a lot for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I decided to to become a game developer.
That's really cool. It's awesome. What a story. Yeah. I mean, jeez. So the one that actually brought it to, right? Really made you realize it was the little game that your sister made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's too funny, too funny, too cute.
And yeah, so mm, back in those times, like there wasn't too how can I say, the game development industry wasn't too developed back here
Mm-hmm.
in
Right,
my country.
right,
So they weren't like careers of game development or game development careers.
right.
So I had to Google a lot what should I study to become a game developer, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I remember that I don't know how I managed to do this, but there was an announcement for a Spanish game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which game it was, but I tracked the developer
Mm-hmm.
and I got his email.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
wrote an email to this guy, and I told him like, I am starting. I want to become a game developer. What should I study?
Mm-hmm.
And he answered, and he gave me like a full explanation of what the mm, how can I say, that there is, you can specialize in art, in game design, and
Mm-hmm.
programming,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that I should have written up the name of this developer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he really helped me choosing my career.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, that's basically it.
Oh gosh. So keep that in your mind. Think if you can think up the name, we'll give him a shout out. Yeah, I'll mention it.
Yeah,
This on the
yeah.
video. Maybe um we have four playbacks, three concurrent viewers right now. Everybody, hi, welcome to the stream. Faith
Hi.
is not with us right now. She's working. We couldn't actually schedule a time where we could get Herman on here with us, and it's which really sucks because it's a co-op game and it would have been a lot of fun, but that's all right. It'll be really cool, and Herman has been telling us about where he's grown up there in Peru, Lima specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about his family and about his um, basically his love of games growing up, and the we finally ended on the note about the one developer that he finally reached out to and helped him out along the way and getting started on his path to becoming a game developer. Can't even speak. It's my primary language. I can't even speak it. Sorry.
That's one thing that I really loved about game development. That
Mm-hmm.
its community, it's always really supporting each
Mm-hmm.
other,
Yeah.
especially people that are starting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I find it like heartwarming that
Mm-hmm.
some stranger on the internet took the time to explain all the details of the career. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah, we all tend to flock toward the areas where we feel like we belong in life. Where we feel like we
That's true.
belong, and I feel like that's probably a big part of it. Is you connect a great deal with the video game industry, and then this really awesome dude wasn't just exhausted and thought some weird kid I don't want to
Yeah.
answer. Instead, he was kind enough to respond to you, and you felt welcomed enough in the community to continue on, and you got to meet other awesome people along the way. That's really cool. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. So we already went through 1, 2. You kind of went along the list by yourself there.
Yeah.
I didn't have to ask you. Let's see. And 3. Let's see. So, tell me about the other. My voice cracked. That's puberty. Well, tell me about the other people that you work with. Tell me their names. Tell me about them.
Okay. Yeah, my the other co-founder, my partner, is Richard.
Okay, Richard.
Yeah, Richard.
Okay.
And the art, he's partly like programmer, but mainly producer. Sorry, producer.
Okay. Got it.
So in Spanish, is productor.
Ah.
And Rodolfo, he's the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And game designer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we are just 3 guys.
Got it. Very cool. Very cool. We can't really have them talk for themselves on here. I don't know if you want to share anything about them, how you met, and
Sure. They are more like in the shy spectrum of personalities. Yeah.
Right.
So I met Richard when we were working for another video game company,
Mm-hmm.
another studio, and we had like side projects that we were working on weekends,
Mm-hmm.
on on our spare time, and a couple of projects didn't work out, but I really I really believe that we had like a good partnership.
Yeah.
Like we had the same goals in mind, we had the same mentality. So
Mm-hmm.
I was really confident that a partnership would work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we say like we should Even though other projects with other people, because at first we were like four of us,
Mm-hmm.
even though those projects didn't work out at the end, I felt like with Richard we really could have, like a solid, um, you know uh, group. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
um, so yeah, we decided to keep going until we had a prototype of our first game.
Okay.
Um, so I was still working on this video game company. Richard was working as a producer on
Mm-hmm.
another company,
Mm-hmm.
and I was working on a little game that I made in one vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I Yeah. So I kept working on it for about 3 months on my spare time, in my spare
Right.
time. And then, like, it reached a point when we sat down and said, like, this is really promising. We should, like, fully commit to this, right?
Yeah.
So we did. So we did, and we had to quit our jobs
Oof.
in order. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hard.
scary, I bet.
Yeah, totally, totally, totally. um but our first, like, motto, for so to speak, is like going big or going home, or something like that. Yeah, to give us,
Go
courage.
big or go home. I
Yeah.
like it.
um so yeah, so we quit. We resigned our jobs, and yeah, we started, like, this tiny, really tiny studio.
Mhm.
It's still tiny because we are three now, but yeah.
Right.
um and we, kept working on the game, and a couple of months later we knew Rodolfo,
Hmm.
who is the artist.
Right.
He was still a student at the time, so we, like, hired him as an intern. Um, does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Um,
You hired him as an intern, right?
yeah. So we were like, we really believed in him. We said, like, this guy really has a lot of talent, because I went to his, I don't know, to his, some, presentation of a group project he had on his college, and he did all the programming, all the art, and
Hmm.
all the design of the game. Even though it was a group project, he did all the development by himself.
Right.
So we saw that and said, like, this guy really has talent, but it's also committed.
Yeah.
Like, it's very, passion driven. So yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, we started working together. We took part in a couple of game jams. Are you familiar with
Yep.
the concept of? Yeah.
Hmm.
So we took part in several game jams, while we were still finishing our first project. So yeah, that's basically how we started. Like, working together. At first, it was like, like, mm, I think it's pretty obvious, but uh, we were still, mm, testing things out, how our workflow, things like that. But then, like, it really, I think the three of us really started to feel comfortable, like, working together. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think that after all this time, it's almost 4 years.
Hmm.
Um, like, we are a very tight group, that
Yeah.
we know how to work with each other, and that's pretty awesome.
Hmm. It's really cool.
mm, uh,
Nice.
a little bit about their backgrounds. um, Richard and Rodolfo, they are more like Nintendo fanboys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they had like a lot of consoles. Super Nintendo, GameCube, Nintendo 64, and we all the Nintendo consoles. I think I've never had a console. I'm not much a console guy, but yeah, they are like heavily inspired by Nintendo games,
Mm-hmm.
Mario, Zeldas, yeah, those sort of games.
Banjo Kazooie maybe a little bit. I
I
don't know.
think Richard has played Banjo Kazooie. Yeah.
I noticed a very familiar voice in the game.
Yeah,
The pirate.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was one like a
Funny
reference
reference.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's too funny. Like that. Like that a lot. Cool. So how did the idea of the game initially come about? Tell me about that, Herman.
So as part of one of these game jams that we took part in,
Mm-hmm.
um, there was this. There is a special game jam we always participate is which is the global game jam,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is like literally global
Mm-hmm.
around the world game jam that is happening in all the countries.
Right.
And in 2017, the global game jam's theme was waves. So we started like trying to come up with ideas for waves,
Mm-hmm.
and when we ended up with the very first version of Duel on board, which is mm, very different than the one
Mm-hmm.
you have
Right.
played.
Right.
Yeah, because in this game, um, you had you the perspective is still the same. It's still one versus one pirate
Mm-hmm.
shooting each other, but the ship kind of tilts
Mm-hmm.
depending of the waves
Mm-hmm.
and depending of whether a pirate jumps. If a pirate
Ah.
if a pirate jumps, it like shifts the weight
Right.
or the balance of the ship. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know if it makes sense in a physics. I understood it.
um, it kind of like froze. Uh, Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it froze for a little bit.
Okay. Um,
Um, yeah, so that was the first version of the game. Um, in fact, I think I could show you a link.
mhm.
Um, I think we have taken down. We took it down. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you actually took it down. Ah,
yeah,
too bad.
yeah,
That would
yeah,
have been
yeah,
cool to. That would have been cool to try out the original game from from the uh, from the game jam. I see a good few game jam like games still up like originals that like a lot of people have made back in the day.
yeah,
Like
yeah. And we wanted to like just let it stay, but um we had to take it down because we took part we I don't know how which word yeah, we took part in uh, our government started like a fund.
mm-hmm,
I don't know how which is the what is the word, but like a it's sort of like a contest
mm-hmm,
when you have to pitch your projects and they give you like funding for the project.
right.
Um, One of the conditions for the project was that I think that it was pretty silly, but the game must like it must not exist in the internet.
Right, like the idea must not already be out there. The same game
Yeah,
can't be out there already, or
yeah,
something
exactly.
like it.
Or any version you have made.
Right.
Like there mustn't be like I don't know, videos or like prototypes. So yeah, we had to take it down in order
Huh.
to take part of this. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was a grant. I think that's
One grand.
the
Yeah.
term. Yeah. So
Oh, a
yeah,
grant. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
grant. Yeah.
Um.
So yeah, but that was the first version, and we were really excited because in 2 days we managed to, like, had a what we thought at the moment was a pretty solid game.
Mhm.
Um, but over the course of several months, we started noticing a lot of um, flaws to the design of the game.
Mhm.
So we had to change like a lot, and it wasn't until beginning of 2018 that we said, like, okay, we now it works like we wanted.
Yeah. So, um. Okay. So, you went through the whole process. Did you win? Did you win the grant money?
No. Yeah.
Do you still have the old files? You might be able to put them back up online now.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
That'd be too funny. Just take them down for temporarily and put them back up. Right. Yeah. What was I gonna think of?
But I
That's
do have
what was I thinking of?
I think we have a video like hidden,
Oh,
but
gotcha. Like a build hidden in the game somewhere
in our
in the source
YouTube
code.
account.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. Yeah, we have. I have it here. So
Very cool.
this is the game. Like I'm sending the.
Oh, you're just gonna send it to me.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Or should I share it? I don't know.
I mean, if you want, yeah, you can just share it on your screen. You can play it and talk
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have it on you. Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So should I share it or maybe you should share it?
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. I see it. Yeah, I can share the screen and like
Okay.
I'll do it straight from here. So we'll just switch to game. I'll also pause the music, which I think the music was way too loud now that I'm hearing it this now. Last time I had a live stream. I'll have to check it. It's been distracting me thinking about it. Let's see. That is... Oh, wow! Okay. I see. That's interesting. So, like, whenever the person lands, it'll push down
Yeah,
a fair
push
bit.
down.
So your bullet isn't going the same direction anymore either, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Zoom cams.
I mean, it was like filled full of bugs.
Mhm. Oh.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
but it was still like a really fun prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically like the first version of our game. Then we did a second version, and then the third version is the one that like that really worked,
Right.
and is the version that you're playing, that
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. What did I do? I think I did something. 1 second. I'll pull this back up, just because I want that in the background. But yeah, the so it took you guys 3 years to make the game,
Mhm.
And you were telling me before the stream started, 3 whole years, and that it was because you guys just the game just kept on growing. You kept on coming up with more that you wanted to add, right?
Yeah, but it was also because we were, like, um, not lazy. The word is not lazy, but like, um, after all those months and years
Mm-hmm.
working together, we became friends,
Yeah,
and so there were a lot of days that we just went to the office and just chill,
and hung out
and
and got
yeah,
to.
and no work
Yeah,
made. Yeah,
yeah,
so that eventually adds up to the time, to the development time.
yeah, yeah. Which is fine. Like I totally get that. A lot of people will. I think here, oh, kind of worried about. Oh, okay, all right, the stream's going fine. Um, a lot of people, like especially here in the states, like everywhere, it seems like they're starting to slowly move to the whole. You know, we always have to be productive every moment of every day, every second of every day. If you aren't working, then you're wasting money.
Yeah,
Is how a lot of people started to try and think. When in reality, if you just work nonstop, like it really like hurts productivity long term.
yeah,
If
totally.
if you give that time for people to bond, to work together, to enjoy time together, hanging out, and you'll see a lot of growth, a lot of creativity growth, a lot of that's especially important. Like almost every industry, I don't know a single industry on the planet that doesn't benefit from people being more creative and
Yeah,
having
exactly.
better problem solving capabilities, having better what is it, being better at being what is it in ingenuitous, what is the word? Innovative. That's it. The
Okay.
word that companies throw out all over the place. They're like, we are so innovative, and it's like, no, you aren't. You slapped a new label on it or gave it a new flavor. But
Yeah,
innovation is just totally different, and it really takes that calm, happy place, that ability for people to like relax and just naturally think and to have innovative thoughts. You know,
yeah,
so
totally. I mean, there is like a trend right now in
mhm.
the game development industry that um, we hear a lot about the studios, making crunch. Um, are you familiar with the
With
concept?
crunch time,
Yeah,
with crunch
with
time,
crunch.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that sucks for developers, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, it also there's two sides to the coin, right? Like I understand like the whole um, well, the game has to come out sometime, that part. So we'll funding ends on this date. We really need to just push through and finish it, by
mhm.
that point. So get something stable and get it out.
Yeah,
So I can
totally.
see that. I can see that visionary, that side of it. Be like, this needs to be the end date. But yeah, go on. You were saying
Yeah,
there's a
but the
movement,
thing is that we took it to another level. Like
right?
there were several weeks that productivity was very low because we just like hang out. So
Right.
that was indeed a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and we were aware of that problem when we spent 4 months building the tutorial.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so after we finished the tutorial, we said like, oh, okay, so we finished this tutorial. That I think that it came out pretty well. It's interactive, and but at the same time, it was still the same game. I mean, there were no new mechanics or new modes. It
Mm-hmm.
was just a tutorial,
Yeah.
right? And it was like a third of a year. So
Right.
we said like, okay, we have to speed it up, right? We have to speed the process. Um, and yeah, after that we started like working, not crunching, but like actually working.
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah. Um, that, and one of the I don't want to say that it's a problem with Duel on board, but it's kind of a risk. Is that um, you may know more about game genres and mechanics, but
Hmm.
and maybe you can help me with this, but I can't like put Duel on board on a genre. Besides, local co-op,
Yeah,
couch
couch
game,
co-op.
but
Yeah,
yeah, but when you have like top-down shooters or like action adventure RPGs, I don't know,
hmm,
um, you have mm, um, like some sort of mm, templates that you can say, okay, like need to build something like this, right? But with Duel on board, like we had not template at all. We like it isn't like it is. Is it a shooter? Is it like
hmm.
what is it?
I don't know. It doesn't check any of the boxes.
Yeah. So it was really hard for us to like imagine the final version of the game.
Hmm.
So like the sky was the limit.
Yeah,
So it kept growing and growing and growing because
yeah,
we could add a lot of fun things to the game, and it kept growing and it kept growing and it kept growing. So
yeah,
yeah, it came a moment when we needed to say, okay, that like we gotta stop, right? We need to wrap wrap things up and like
yeah,
ship it and finish it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's great. Like the fact that you couldn't put it in one of those boxes actually helped out quite a bit because it could just keep on growing. I agree. That's pretty cool. Um, you didn't have like something that's holding you back at all. Like that, this is a staple of the genre. This is how it should play. No, you could add whatever you wanted to it. You have an idea of what the game style will be every time, but you could add whatever the heck you wanted.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
but that is I think that a double-edged sword because
Hmm.
mm, like the game is mm, a little bit I don't know, since it's unconventional,
Hmm.
it takes a little bit of time to get it.
Hmm.
So
Right.
you can play other games that are top-down shooters, and you just see a screenshot and say, okay, okay, I get it. I
Hmm.
know how to play this game. But you can't, at least totally with Duel on board. Like you need to watch a video or play the training maybe. So it was a little hard for us to market the game, to do the
Yeah.
marketing and to pitch it to publishers because it's like this strange thing, right?
Right. Yeah. I can see that definitely. I know that's like when I saw it, right? Here was my take on it. When I saw
Okay,
it
okay.
on Steam, I thought this looks super freaking cool. This will be so much fun. I can picture it blowing up on YouTube. I can picture it because it's just so cool. It seems like a really fun, two-player game. And you had like all these amazing mechanics I was seeing, like the lightning strikes. It could shock the pirates or like getting hit by the ice,
Hmm.
ice cubes and all that, and just the fact that you could do random things like you duel for this, you duel for that, just for fun, but you make
Yeah.
it make a game out of it, and like there's so many cool things you can do with it, and I love couch co-op, right? I love hanging out playing board games with friends. I love having that face to face and being able to get to know people a little better. And that's one way you can do it. Having fun in person. That's why I have a home theater PC setup that you can't really see, but it's a home theater PC setup, and it's so that we can all game together in the living room. and so that we can all like do this, that, and the other. And then I was like, you know what, just happened to end up becoming the live stream channel as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game looks phenomenal, and I don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was really excited to have you on here. I didn't know that you. I actually thought that you guys would have ended up saying, no, we're hot shots. There's no way. We made
No,
a really
not,
cool game.
not at all.
Yeah. So that. Yeah, like I can definitely tell you, I didn't. I thought it was flushed out by some brilliant dudes, and let me tell you, I was right. It was flushed out by some pretty brilliant dudes, and I'm really grateful that you showed up.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of props to Rodolfo, who is the artist. You know, like animations and the the colors that he he chose. You know, like they they gave they give the game so much personality, I think. Yeah, I mean, we are really proud of the game, to be honest. We are really, really, really proud of the game.
Yeah.
We are not so sure how it's going to, you know, like whether it's going to succeed or fail commercially, but at least, you know, as a product, as a, you know, yeah, as a product, we are really, really, really proud of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Let's hear it. What's the most difficult? Okay. So, tell me, what is one of the most difficult things you've had to overcome in the process of making the game?
I think that this was our first game with Rodolfo, with with an actual artist, because our first game I made the art, and you know it's programmer art.
Right.
Have you do you know about our first game?
No. What I didn't even know I could look it up. Like, this is the first time hearing of Rebel Rabbit. So.
Okay. It's
What's it
called 64.0. And you can tell it's programmer art.
Oh yeah, 64 seconds, right? You survive 64. Oh no, you fight 64 of the enemies, right? Is that it? I can't remember.
No, you have to survive 64 seconds.
64 seconds. It was 64 seconds. I remember seeing this and thinking, oh, that's actually kind of neat. I did see this. That's right. When I was first like looking you guys up, I saw this. It's pretty cool.
Heavily inspired by Super Hexagon. Gameplay wise. So
yeah, Super Hexagon. That's right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So but you can tell, you know, like it's programmer art, right? But now we had an actual artist. So and it was our first commercial project with Rodolfo. So it was a whole new process for us. It was quite challenging, you know, discovering which workflow works for us, you know. So that's one part of why Duel on board was difficult, because it was our first project, and we were starting to work with each other. And the second part, I think that is what I mentioned earlier. The thing that the game wasn't born because we said, okay, we want to develop a roguelike, right? It didn't come from a template or from a, you know, like from a certain genre. We just had an idea for a mechanic, and we kept exploring until we thought we had something, like, you know, like that actually worked, and that it was solid. But restraining ourselves from making the game bigger and bigger and bigger was one of our toughest challenges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we had like 10 extra modes, party modes. We
Yeah.
had a single player campaign. We even considered online multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that was another point because yeah, that was another like mm, issue because we actually knew that online multiplayer was going to be hard from the very beginning. Um, but we said like, okay, it's going to take only 1 year, so it's not that big of a risk. Um,
Right.
yeah, but at the end it took 3 years.
Yeah.
But that's why as far as um, yeah, as far as I am aware of, I think Towerfall, for example, doesn't have online multiplayer. I think, or at least Towerfall One doesn't have online multiplayer.
Hmm.
Or for example, um, Crawl. Do you know Crawl from Powerhoof?
Crawl. I'm not aware of them. No.
Okay, but it's a pretty big game, and we reach out to those guys,
Mm-hmm.
which we like admire,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically said like, okay, it's not worth it. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
and they had like a huge project. Crawl was on early access for a long time and had a huge fan base, and technically it represented a lot of challenges that luckily with remote play, Steam remote play,
Mm-hmm.
like those um, those challenges can be overcome. But yeah, so we really wanted to make it online multiplayer, but we couldn't. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was really hard for us, also because that really like lowered uh, the how attractive it was commercially for publishers, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I'm sure. Like, it was especially difficult to be like, yeah, definitely bring it on the Switch. Wait, you can't play with other people off on other devices. You has to be
Yeah,
on the same. It's very odd. You know. Yeah. I can see how that would be
yeah,
difficult to sell. You know, to them. But you did.
yeah.
And
We
it. I
we
think
we managed.
I think it's really cool too because like that's kind of what Nintendo is all about. They like the family side of things. So like being able to have a game like Duel on board on there, it's fine for them because like you just had like the two little controllers and two different people are playing it. It's on the same system.
Yeah,
It
it's
works.
perfect for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Like each player can have one of the Joy-Cons and they can play.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, that's basically like our biggest challenges.
mm-hmm.
Um, and at the end, like um, we like faced some failures during the development that were, I'm not saying more like crashing in terms
Mm-hmm.
of like morale,
Mm-hmm.
but it was really hard emotionally, the
Right.
development. But it was also like a really really um, experience from which we really could improve for our next projects. So yeah, we have like mixed feelings about the game,
Right.
about not about the game, about the process, about the development.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So you're thinking like maybe you should change up how you develop the game in the future, like how you're going to go about doing it. Is that what's happening, or
Um,
or developing games in the future, I should say.
No. We are still going to develop games.
Right. Like
Yeah.
right, like how you develop it, like the process you go through. You're thinking about like kind of revamping the whole thing, making it different. How you go about it.
Yeah. We with Duel on board we focus too much on like really small details
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that it's really something like good, right?
Hmm.
But um, it came, with a huge price that was, extending for 2 years, for 2 extra years, the development.
Right.
So, for example, doing all the menus thing, like there is a smooth transition between menus.
Right.
Uh, yeah, and that's something that we planned, and I think that it came out pretty well. But it took us like 3 months just doing the menus.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So it's like it was hard because at some point you say like, "Okay, I'm doing this for like 2 3 months and we are just doing like menus."
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really like makes you wonder, are we doing it correctly?
Hmm.
And I still think that it's really valuable to focus on small details. I think that that is something that we should, continue having on our process.
Hmm.
But we must be like more aware of how much time is the game taking us,
Yeah.
you know. Um, and another thing is that um, how can I say this? Richard
Hmm.
wasn't like too convinced of the game when
Yeah.
we were discussing the possibility of committing and making Duel on board our main project. Like Richard wasn't too sure about that,
Hmm.
and I kind of like convinced him, and then we learned that mm, either the three of us are like totally convinced on our next game, or like we must keep exploring, whether with that game until everything is on board, or like change to another project.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's something that really became important for us. Like all the three of us need to approve our next project for it to start.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Definitely could talk to you about that more, but let's see what time is. How long have we gone? Almost an hour. Cool. Um, liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Also, it hasn't been very difficult to get you talking. You really are passionate about sharing about the game. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that.
Thank
Yeah. Let's see. So, are you interested in pulling up the game now, and maybe we can go over some more stuff, or did you want to talk about anything else before we move on to that side of the?
you. Sure. We can.
Pull up the
Yeah.
game.
Go with the game. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And I'm gonna. It's just gonna be the demo, but you know,
Okay.
clearly because it's not
Are,
released yet.
are you on Steam?
I am.
I think I can give you.
Ooh, a build? You can send me a build?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like
Let's see.
a beta build that we have, but it's like full game.
Right.
Let me check. Here it is. Okay. So I'll send it to through chat.
Okay.
That's the key.
That is the key. I shall take that key.
Let me know if it works. It
Hopefully.
should work.
Yeah.
It should work.
Steam. Activate. Next. Agree. Paste. It worked. Wowzers.
Awesome.
Oh wait, no, it says invalid product code. I thought it said activated. Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't work?
Oh wait, I must have not copied it properly. 1 second. Yeah, some reason I posted something else on there. Wait, where's the message? Chat. Here we go. Copy. Hopefully that'll do it. Tab. Wait, it's not. What is going on?
Or maybe I didn't copy it correctly.
Oh, there it is. Now it's showing up. Man, computer was going slow. Oh,
Okay.
that didn't work. Let's see. Okay, I put that in twice. Here. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for my computer to catch up because it's just going slow or something. I think. There we go. All right, I think that got it. Fastest gun of the seas for beta testing.
Yeah, that was like our first name for the game.
Oh, okay.
Hexagon of the Seas. Yeah, but it
Too
was
funny.
like too long, so we just choose Duel on board.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I got it. And let's see if it oh, it's downloading. Perfect.
I think that it has a couple of bugs, but it's better than the demo.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Absolutely. I'm hoping I did that correctly. Hopefully. Let me go ahead and make it so that you can see my screen. That would be a good idea, right?
Yeah.
All right, share screen. Screen 1. Yep, that's it. Share. All right. And
Okay,
I
can
will.
see it.
Awesome. And I'm going to just put you off in the corner. I think that's a good corner. And I'll go ahead and start so that everybody else can see. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot we have this silliness on screen over here. Control Shift. There we go. Now I have to turn down the audio. Oh wait, that's strange. Is this did I download the correct version? I think I did.
Why?
Because like it already had the audio settings saved. Will it do that?
Okay.
that-
But you have played the demo, right?
Yes. So that's okay though? Okay.
Yeah, it uses the same save file.
Okay, got it. All right. Okay. I think we're good. Just...
So did you find the default volume way too high?
Just for this setup. So I'm weird. I have things set up really low.
Okay.
Silly enough. I know. I don't know. I'm weird. Like honestly, my friend Tim comes on and says, "Yeah, your videos are really quiet." I'm like, "Oh." So, it's probably my fault. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's see. I mean,
I hope you don't encounter too many bugs.
yeah, that'd probably be good. Oh, yeah, okay. I should just keep it down to 2, because like then it'll be louder than you otherwise. All right, go through training one more time just to introduce people to it, or should I just start playing? Start playing.
Sure. You can train a little bit, and you can pet the dog too.
All right. Let's see. You being right down here in the bottom right corner, is that fine, or should I move you
Yeah.
somewhere else?
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
All right. Single player, deathmatch, penalties, sword fight, ping pong. Oh, that's back and forth, isn't it? I'm guessing that's back and forth with the bullet, basically.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. So we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll start with a normal death match. I'm a pro, so we'll go medium.
Okay.
Let's see. What is the custom? Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, default. Janitor, captain. Oh, you have a whole crew.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
you
your
can
several
choose.
lives?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess so.
Over the like a schoolhouse, there is a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my cat.
Oh, okay. And if nobody, oh shoot, right, I gotta pay attention now, don't I? I have to pay attention. Where am I? Okay, there we go. I forgot my buttons already. Oh, there we go. I figured out my buttons again. Well, all right. So let me do this again. So that captain, if nobody else noticed, they had quite the sound of what is it? An old Banjo-Kazooie character, which wait, how do you jump? I don't remember. Wait, how do? I'm on the
Like,
left, correct?
You're being like attracted by the UFO
Right.
on the top.
Huh. That was odd. All right. Let me try that again. Also, D-pad doesn't work yet, but I'm guessing that's gonna change. Let's see. Play single player deathmatch easy. Just kidding. I picked hard. If you couldn't tell. Let's see. There we go. So exactly. Explain how those that flying, like the UFO worked.
So they they are trying to abduct you, so
Right.
they are pulling off or pulling you up from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So when you press the button that it shows, I think that it's Y.
Right. Oh, you press Y.
Yeah, you go like down in order to prevent them to abduct you.
Right. Well, I didn't press Y, so. Oh my gosh.
Or maybe it has a bug. Maybe.
Wow. I'm doing terrible. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I think there is a bug right now because it shouldn't always choose the UFO event, random event.
Right. Okay.
Because there is a pool of 4 random events, and right now it's only choosing like the UFO. Yeah.
Right. So the voice, it gets me every time. Oh. Good enough. So tell me, what was oh. Tell me about the like choices in design here. Like who thought up the guy with the suspenders?
What do you mean?
The guy who's telling us how to play the game.
Oh, you mean the coach? It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
The coach. Yeah.
Actually, we say that it's the coach, but it's dressed like I don't know, like a referee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, we call it the coach. So yeah, that's he's like a retired pirate that he's teaching you like how to survive in the high seas, right? So that's why you also don't you are playing in the docks. you are not sailing because you are like training, right?
What the heck? I hit it. I swear. What? Ah, come on. I'm miserable at this.
Almost.
Yeah, I know. Got him. Gosh, that was tough. I'm not very good at this. It's a skill. It's a skill learning this game.
Yeah, yeah. It requires a little bit of, it has a skill curve.
Yeah. You definitely have to learn as you go. Gosh, and I don't really fully understand when you need to press to actually get the...
Dash forward, do you mean?
To knock the bullets back. You know, like when is it that I need to
like
press the
parry
button?
them?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it seems like there's a small window, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
when the button
There
press
is
should
a,
be.
yeah,
And you have to push it a little bit before the bullet gets there.
yeah.
Yeah.
We took it from Dark Souls.
Oh, really? Nice.
So, for example, there are these bars,
Mm-hmm.
these colored bars below players, and they show you when you can actually dash forward.
Yeah.
Because in this game, your position is your HP, sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The closer you are to the beer, to the goal, the more HP you have, because the closer you are to the edge,
Ah, okay.
the closer
That's why
you
it's
are to die.
redder. Yeah, that's why it turns red as you get farther over to closer to the edge. Gotcha. And it's like more green.
Actually,
That's
it's like on the contrary, it gets red when
Going-
it's near to the yeah, I
The
know
beer?
it may be a little bit confusing, but when it gets near to the beer, it gets red because we have designed those bars for it to allow comebacks,
Mhm.
so the closer you are to win, the harder it is,
Huh.
and the closer you are to lose, the easier it is to not lose,
Interesting.
to
Okay.
heal. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't expect that. So I like how you can pet the dog over here on the left-hand side of the screen just by pressing Y.
That's the dog from The Office.
Okay. That's the dog from The Office. Very nice. And what's
there
going?
are a lot of dogs in the port,
Okay.
because there are a lot of dogs in The Office.
What about the shark over there on the right?
Sadly, we don't have a shark
Oh.
in The Office. But
I was kind of hoping, if you actually have a shark in The Office, send pics later. I know you can't say it on stream, but yeah. Let's see.
that'd be awesome.
Sword fight. So let's check it out. The sword fight. That'll be interesting. What's the sword fight all about?
I think you haven't played.
Oh.
Yeah.
A O Y Y X. Oh Y Y X. Oh B B Y. X X X. Ah Y B B. Okay. Oh. Y X A. Got it. Cool. So it's a rhythm game, almost. It's just hitting the buttons fast.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
it
bad
has
at that.
This plank,
Mm-hmm.
that that bounces when the pirate gets on top of it.
Oh yeah, nice. I didn't notice that. I was like so focused on the letters.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually is a pretty simple mode. Um, there is a random event in the game
Mm-hmm.
in the deathmatch mode that
Right.
allows you, like sword fight with some ghosts.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and
I
yeah,
think
we
I
took it
saw that
from
on
there.
the. I think I saw that on the video.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
from the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so should I try deathmatch again and see if it's not bugged anymore? It's
I think it should stay back, but you can try it. Yeah.
hmm. Maybe I can.
So
They all.
this screen you're seeing right now, this character selector screen, it was
Mm-hmm.
like last minute. Sorry, last minute addition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we like the only playable characters were the captains.
Okay.
But we felt that it was like like a wasted opportunity, to have at least at least some other character, right?
Right.
So yeah, we I think we got it done in about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
um and yeah, each of the characters have like stats that you
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah. That's why I picked all janitors because they have a bunch of bullets and
Yeah.
it's just average speed, but worth it.
Yeah.
Reload speed, got it. That's what that is. Bullet
I
speed.
think that the captain it's pretty OP.
Really? Single
Yeah,
bullet.
yeah, but it's way faster. I
Yeah.
think it depends. It's pretty subjective.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how well it fares against NPCs. Against the computer, we'll see how well we can do. Loading beer, very nice. All right, here we go again.
Yeah, and the parrots on top of the sails represent not only your lives, but
Well, oh,
yeah.
hey, I hit him!
Yeah,
I freaking
oh.
hit him! I did it! Thank
You won
goodness.
the run.
Yeah, woo, that was close. How am I winning? I'm just staying where I'm supposed to.
Yeah, the AI has trouble.
Oh!
Like
Whoops. It has trouble with this, I'm guessing, yeah?
yeah.
I see what it is. Ooh, close one.
Yeah, very close.
Oh, and he got me! Ah! That's a long one for the, that thing right there. Oh, shoot. It's sudden death.
That's sudden death. Yeah. So you
Ooh.
can recover your lost health. Yeah.
Yeah. Darn.
It was close though.
So close. Dude.
You should try penalties.
What is it?
There is a penalty mode,
Yeah.
like soccer penalties. Yeah.
Soccer.
I think
penalties.
that's my favorite mode. I think also it's subjective, but
Mhm.
it's my favorite mode.
Right.
I have
Right.
the most fun playing that that mode. That and Canon Dance, but Canon Dance it's only available for 2 players.
Okay.
So, do you play soccer?
I haven't played soccer in so long. Like, I only played soccer once when I went to. I was actually in Peru. I was in the rainforest reserve. We we visited a small like little village out. It's it's my teacher, Dr. Stark, brings the kids every summer. The school's shut down now, so I guess he doesn't do it anymore. But he would bring the students every summer to Peru, and they'd go to the rainforest reserve, and he'd bring a bunch of like school supplies and stuff for like the kids there that live out in the rainforest reserve and stuff. And there's this tiny little village with all these huts and stuff. And but yeah, I played it with a bunch of kids there, basically. Long story short, I played it with a bunch of kids, and they kicked my butt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is actually, like quite a trip, a school trip.
Yeah, yeah, it is pretty cool. Cool school trip. But yeah, I gotta learn how this is played. Shoot the ball toward the goal or make a parry to block ball from entering. Okay. So sudden death will begin. Good luck. Huh. I am unaware. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Oh. Okay, you can jump to like hit it. Got it. Ah, I see. Ah. So, do you just have to be in the position that the ball's gonna be, or?
Yeah, but it's hard to calculate where it's actually going to be because of the gravity.
Darn. Yeah. So you don't have to parry though, and that's the important part.
You have to.
Oh, wait, you do have to parry.
Yeah, you have to parry.
Okay, got it.
In order to block it. Yeah.
So tough. This is so difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult.
No! He got it, man. Darn. That was tough. Oh. I just like automatically hit rematch. It's alright. I'll do it again.
I think it's just a matter of, getting used to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to like really plans that stuff out. Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, here we go again. Oh, I missed. No. Cool. Oh! Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. But it's doable.
Just one more. And I can't I can't miss one though. Basically, I can. Oh, yes! I can miss one now. Right on. If I wanted to, I could. Yeah, it's like every single time if you go easy mode, like they just can't figure out when you fall. Got it. All right. Like if you go up real fast and then you drop. 100%, dude. All right, awesome. And finally, ping pong. So I'm guessing this is. Oh, all right. I gotta try it out. I gotta see how I how I fare.
Yeah, that's a pretty slow mode.
Okay.
If you struggle with the parry, let's hope you don't struggle with the parry.
Okay. We'll start slow, but we'll gain speed each. Oh, shoot. Darn. So it picks up very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hit it. See, there's like that little delay. You have to hit it beforehand.
Yeah.
Let's try again. He starts off with it.
When
Cool.
when the other player starts snoring, he's taunting you.
Ah, I see. So I'm getting taunted by a pirate, a NPC. All right, here we are. This is the end. Oh no! I was just barely too early. Ah,
It was
bad.
close though.
Yeah, it was. Dude, super cool. Tell me more. Tell me more about the game. So, when did you? Gosh, I guess you don't have. We didn't see any of the lightning stuff happen, or the other ones. I'm guessing that's the bug that you were mentioning that was happening.
Yeah.
It was just every
Yeah.
single time.
Unfortunately, it always picks the UFO event.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
That's bad. It's all right. Like you can kind of guess how it plays by looking at it on the trailer for the game, which is pretty cool. So anyway, so do all three of you like soccer?
Actually, I am the only one that likes soccer, but soccer is pretty like a huge deal here in Peru.
Right.
It's the main sport.
Right.
I think that in US there is baseball, basketball, football. That is like.
Yeah, it's American football.
Yeah.
It's American football.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, football is soccer.
Yeah. But here it's just soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. That's neat. Awesome. Let's see. What time is it? It's 1:22. Unless there's something else you want to show or talk about in the game, I guess
you can play the cannon dance. Well,
cannon
try
dance.
to play the cannon dance, but it's only for 2 players. So you will have to like pretend that you're
okay. Keyboard work at all?
Yeah. So for the second player, you can play with arrow keys.
Arrow keys, got it. Cannon dance mode. Let's see. I'm gonna imagine I'm playing against Kirby over here. He's sitting there. Kirby.
Actually, it's co-op.
Oh, it's co-op. Cool.
Yep.
Survival co-op mode. Survive 10 rounds to win. Enemy ship will be bombarding the deck, and you will have to help each other survive. You will have unlimited bullets and instant dash. Oh gosh, to avoid cannonballs. Oh my gosh.
Good luck.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. How do you? Like this is so hard to do with like only one hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy yeah.
But you have to shoot each other in order to like push you away from the cannonball.
Right. So you have to like shoot the other person to get him away. Yeah.
Exactly.
And if either of you gets hit, you both fall overboard. Got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got it. That's a really cool mode. Nice. I like that. You added a co-op mode to something that is very much a competitive game.
I think that it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
I don't even remember how to do this. How do you make Zoom go back to normal? I don't remember. Wow, I'm being so dumb. Everybody on the internet's gonna think, wow, Matt's so dumb. All right, that's all right. Zoom cameras. All right, and it's not even showing. Nope. Stop video, edit profiles, show non-video participants, hide. I don't remember how to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't use Zoom that much either. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Wow, this is ridiculous. Why can't I do this? I've never had this problem before. Show non-video participants. How about I stop sharing my screen? That'd be good. Maybe that'll help. Stop sharing screen. There it is. That's why. Gosh. All right. And some reason it's not showing the Zoom cams anymore on. Nope. They're there. It just took forever. Anyway, anything else you wanted to share, Herman?
That's pretty much it. We are working on our next game while we are waiting for the game for Duel on Board to be released. We are working on our next game. It's going to be a roguelike, heavily inspired by The Binding of Isaac.
Final of Isaac. I don't know what that is. Sorry.
Do you know Super Meat Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the same guy. Same guy.
Okay. Cool.
Same developer. Yeah.
Very nice. People have to keep an eye out for it. Everybody needs to wishlist it on Steam. Everybody go on Steam and wishlist it or pre-order it for the Switch.
Thank you. Yeah. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Herman, did you ever remember the name of that developer that helped you out?
No, but I'm going to
Look
really,
him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up. Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Maybe I think that if I find him, I will send him like an email, another thank you email. Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. It'd be really cool. Herman, thank you so much for showing up on the live stream today. It was really cool getting to know you.
It was cool. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Everyone out there, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out with us. And it's too bad Faith couldn't show up and shoot me on the game. I'm sure that would have brought a smile to her face. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.